Type shit. All right. The FBI's 10 most wanted list explained. But trust me, bro. Go subscribe to that nigga. He has way more than me, bro. But I'm sure nobody's watching this. All right. As of when? As of when? 6 months ago in 2025. Ooh, you gotta be some. First of all, you gotta be some crafty motherfuckers to be able to get away from them to be put on the most wanted list. And you gotta be a devious motherfucker to get on the most wanted list in 2025. What the fuck is she doing nowadays? Who's on that? Diddy?
Heard about the FBI's most wanted list at some point in your life. It's also likely that you don't know much about it besides the fact
What an interesting bunch.
its most wanted list at some point in your life. It's also likely that you don't know much about it besides the fact that it's a list of criminals. Well, I was in the same boat, so I did some research. In 1949, when the director of the FBI was at dinner with the chief and editor of the International News Service, the FBI wanted to use the newspaper to spread awareness to civilians to get more tips to help arm law enforcement with information. That very same day, one of the members that was on the initial list was caught. And from that point on, the FBI's most wanted list has been a staple when it comes to high-level justice. To be eligible to even be put on the FBI's most wanted list, you have to do some terrible things.
Yeah.
And in most cases, you have to have a long history or a string of multiple things under your belt. And the only ways to be removed from this list are being captured or dying. So take your pick.
Damn. I don't even know, bro. This nigga look like he sell carts and skateboard at the library, bro. Wow. But he probably would do me filthy. I hope. Yeah, this might be dangerous to make. Don't come for me. Please.
Alejandro Castillo. It's crazy that the first entry on this list is the youngest entry by far. Alejandro
I know he sold carts and skateboarded at the library, bro. Look at this fucking list, bro. First of all, hold on. This list is actually kind of, yeah. Okay. First of all, I'm gonna go by it. Hey, y'all, please. I'm just a nigga on the internet, bro. Do not come for me, bro. This nigga right here look like he touched everybody on the block. Everybody. Little boy, little girl, he looked like he touched everything on the block coming his way. This nigga look like he just Yo, he just blew up 6 grocery stores in the same day. And an apartment complex. Yeah, you know you sold too many drugs. You sold too many drugs, man. This crackhead, bro, I don't even know if he belong on here, man. They probably got the wrong nigga. I don't know if I wanna know what he did. You move drugs. You move drugs and kill people. You kill people for the people that move drugs. You kill people for the people that move drugs. And you kill people for the people that move drugs. And you kill people for anybody. I want to see what's good, if I'm correct. Supposedly he's first. So let's see what type of fucking methamphetamines you sold Lil Johnny to make him fucking think he was a bird and jump off of a bridge.
was only born in 1998 on November 26th, making
Nigga 3 years older than me.
him only 26 years old at the time of this recording. He was born in Arizona and is currently 5'6" and weighs anywhere from 180 to 190 pounds. He is male and Hispanic. When Alejandro was only 17 years old, he was working at a Shomar's restaurant in Charlotte, North Carolina. He worked at this restaurant with his girlfriend, but not only his girlfriend, his ex-girlfriend also worked there as well. Alejandro's ex-girlfriend, Sandy, lent him some money, but unfortunately, she went missing before he could pay her back. But even stranger is the day after that Sandy, his ex-girlfriend, went missing, both Alejandro and his current girlfriend went missing as well. But although they all went missing, Alejandro and his girlfriend were no victims. They simply were on the run. What happened was the night before his ex-girlfriend Sandy went missing, Alejandro and Sandy had plans of meeting up so Alejandro could repay his debt, although that was never his intention. When the two met up, Alejandro and his girlfriend forced Sandy to get in the vehicle, and it was at that point when Alejandro's girlfriend held a gun to Sandy and they drove to the nearest ATM where she withdrew money. After this, they drove deep into the woods and Alejandro murdered his ex-girlfriend and left her body in a ditch. Alejandro's car was found abandoned a little bit outside of town, likely dumped by the murderers. But oddly enough,
Completely misjudged his murderous ass, bro. And you killed a John. Your ex John. Hey, don't come for me, bro. I'm just watching the video.
Oddly enough, Sandy's car was found all the way in Arizona, basically on the opposite side of the country, where it was also abandoned. It was this discovery that allowed them to find surveillance footage of Alejandro and his girlfriend crossing the border into Mexico, where they currently reside. At least, Alejandro still does. 3 months after they disappeared into Mexico, Alejandro's girlfriend actually turned herself in. Alejandro's girlfriend claims that one morning she woke up and Alejandro was simply gone, and with nothing else to do, she decided to turn herself in, and whether he simply abandoned her or she's telling a lie to cover his tracks, we may never know. But Alejandro, the 17-year-old murderer who's now 26, is still at large. Donald Eugene Fields.
Yeah, you sell kid porn. What do they call it? I don't even know what they call it because I'm not a pedophile. You see that there, guys? I don't. I honestly wish I could say what they call it, bro. I just that kid porn. That's what this guy probably does. That's what he's probably into.
On this list. He was born on July 9th, 1964, is anywhere from 6 to
Donald. Mm-hmm.
6 feet 4 tall.
God.
He's a white male and
He's
has
like
a scar
Bones. He's like Bones from
chest and a few tattoos as well. Fields is on this list for an extremely unsavory reason. He's alleged to have trafficked at least one child in Missouri from approximately 2013 to 2017. It is believed that Donald was knowingly attempting to recruit, entice, harbor, transport, provide, maintain, and solicit a person who he believed to be under the age of 18 years old. To put it in regular speak, he was essentially trying to sell a child for sex. His last known location is Franklin County, Missouri, but he's been reported to have been traveling around the country since 2022. Fortunately, one of the people that Fields was selling this underage person to was caught and sentenced to over 30 years in prison, and he even admitted to giving cash, a car, a motorcycle, Christmas presents, and vacations in exchange for access to this 14-year-old that Fields was soliciting. Every time the FBI gets a tip about him, they are putting up billboards, signs, and Facebook ads in the city to get any information. But unfortunately,
I knew he was a nasty nigga. I knew he was a nasty nigga, bro. They put it on the billboard. Ugh. What a grotesque individual. Do y'all know this freak? He got no. See, why the fuck would you use the word Riz? I pray this right here is not real, bro. I'm just watching the video. What the fuck?
it seems that Fields is typically one step ahead, although I hope he is brought to justice. Vitel Om Innocent. Ironically,
Seems innocent.
Vitel's last name literally translates to innocent man in French, but this man is far from innocent. Vitel is one of the leaders of Haiti's largest and most violent gangs. Besides his affiliation with a gang that has been terrorizing Haiti for years, Vitel is also personally connected to a string of murders and kidnappings. In 2021, Vitel and his gang collaborated with another gang to kidnap 17 Christian missionaries that were currently in Haiti. And if this sounds familiar, you've probably heard of the story before when it was happening because it was pretty high profile. Disturbingly, out of all of these hostages, 5 of them were children, one of them being under 1 year old. But fortunately, they were all safely returned after this surely traumatic experience, after somebody paid an undisclosed amount of money. Initially, these gangs wanted $1 million per person, but who knows what they settled for. After this ransom was paid, Vitel's gang used this money to fund buying weapons, and later that year, the Haitian president was murdered, leaving a massive power vacuum and an opportunity for Vitel's gang to gain massive power in Haiti. In 2023, it's reported that this gang has up to 600 members, including children who are fighting against their will. Interestingly, Vitel offers a strange perspective into the life of crime in Haiti, whereas last year he actually did a full documentary with reporters where he showed off his lifestyle and even spoke to reporters about how he came to power and what his lifestyle is currently like. It goes without saying that Vitel is considered armed and extremely dangerous. For Vitel, the FBI is offering $2 million for anybody who can offer information leading to his arrest. But I think based on the brief that I gave about Vitel, it's understandable why this price is so high.
Don't come for me, bro. For 2 million, they're not gonna give you that 2 million now. They're not gonna give you it.
And I also think it's no wonder how he's still on the loose today. Wilver Villegas Palomino. Wilver is a high-ranking member of the national...
You know why he's still on the run today? I don't know.
brief that I gave about Vittel, it's understandable why this price is so high. And I also think it's no wonder how he's still on the loose today. Wilver Villegas Palomino. Wilver is a high-ranking member of the National Liberation Army, or ELN for short, which is a military movement which is active primarily in Colombia and Venezuela. ELN, similar to Craze Barry, the gang owned by
That
Vittel.
nigga did the fucking YBC duel interview, bro. Like, man, he just need to start rapping so he could not be on the list, and then they just won't give a fuck about him. He just don't rap.
Deals primarily with organized crime, specifically kidnapping, extortion, and even attacking oil infrastructure, basically eco-terrorism. And shortly
This nigga over here is a fucking super villain. Hey, bro, don't come for me. Don't try to recruit me, bro. None of that, bro. I'm just a nigga on the internet, man.
after, in true Colombian fashion, got involved in the drug trade. Wilver personally is alleged to have killed multiple human rights activists in Colombia, as well as committing narco-terrorism, distribution of drugs, murder, and other similar charges. Wilver and his gang of ELN is heavily attributed to the massive influx of drugs into the southern states in the USA. And for that reason, the FBI is offering up to $5 million for any information that could help bring him to justice. Currently, there is absolutely no information available about where Wilver may reside, although
Nah, bro.
you might be $5 million
You got
richer.
fine shit.
Ruja
on the
Ignatova.
FBI top. Is that fine shit? Nah, bro. You're just horny.
Although this person is definitely not a good person, compared to some of the other people on this list, Ruja is going to seem like a petty thief. Ruja is a Bulgarian woman, and she was an entrepreneur, or so she was believed to be. Ruja was the founder of OneCoin Limited, which was a Bulgaria-based company that was marketing and purporting cryptocurrency. I'm sure as soon as it said cryptocurrency, you saw where this was going.
Thief. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby, get your money. Get your money.
Billions of dollars from their investors all over the world. And in order to make her scheme as big as it was and go on as long as it was, Ruja was allegedly making false statements and representations to individuals in order to solicit more investments in OneCoin. Basically, more or less of your run-of-the-mill Ponzi scheme, and very similar to what happened recently with FTX, which was another huge cryptocurrency scandal. Throughout the entirety of its scheme, OneCoin is believed to have defrauded over $4 billion out of investors, which is insane. Ruja's company was officially charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, conspiracy to commit securities fraud, and securities fraud. And currently, Ruja is on the run. On October 12th, 2017, Ruja was charged in the United States District Court, and today they were offering up to $5 million for any information that leads to her arrest or conviction. Note to self, do not buy into cryptocurrency pyramid schemes.
Imagine, like,
I'm
she
not
go to jail
anti-crypto,
for, like,
but I'm definitely anti-scam. And
3
OneCoin
years.
was a huge scam. Arnaldo Jimenez. This man is absolutely vile, as is everybody on this list. But the specific details of this story just made me feel gross. On May 11th, 2012, Arnaldo got married to his wife, and only one day later made me feel gross. On May 11th, 2012, Arnaldo got married to his wife, and only one day later, on May 12th, Arnaldo is alleged with murdering his wife by stabbing her to death in the back of his Maserati. He's alleged to, at that point, taken her dead body from his vehicle and putting her in the bathtub of her apartment, where he left her and then seemingly vanished. When Arnaldo's wife was not replying to any of her family's calls or texts and didn't pick up her children from school, her family called the police, where they did a wellness check and found her body in her tub, still in her wedding dress. Arnaldo is believed to be somewhere in Mexico, but unfortunately, after 12 years and hundreds of tips, nothing has brought the FBI any closer to bringing this man to justice. After the murder, phone records were able to trace Arnaldo across multiple states across the country, and even ended with him in Texas, extremely close to the Mexican border. But unfortunately, that's where the records ended, and once he entered Mexico, there has been absolutely no sightings of him. Hopefully, Arnaldo was caught and serves life in prison for the crimes he's committed. But from what we've seen so far on this list, it seems that going to Mexico is a pretty good way to avoid jail time. Omar Alexander Cardenas. Omar's case is short and simple, but no less disturbing, as he is charged with murdering a man in broad daylight. Omar's case is short and simple, but no less disturbing, as he is charged with murdering a man in broad daylight, with footage of him walking to and waddling away from the place where he committed this murder. Omar is another young entry on this list, being only 29 years old at the time of recording this video, and even younger when this crime happened. And while his crime is essentially caught on camera, not much is known about him, besides the fact that he's 5'7" and 300 pounds, which is a crazy build. On August 15th, 2019, Omar walked to an open-air shopping center where he stood in front of a barbershop, pulled a pistol out of his pants, and shot at the head of one of the people in the barbershop, who he instantly killed and then seemingly just casually walked away. With how brazen this murder was,
Wow, is it? But I'm not gonna lie. 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 First of all, that was the craziest animation. Oh my gosh. Look at how they made his big ass walk up and blick him. Look at this shit, man. Shrek built ass nigga.
he stood in front of a barbershop, pulled a pistol out of his pants, and shot at the head of one of the people in the barbershop, who he instantly killed and then seemingly just casually walked away. With how brazen this murder was and the fact that it was in public, in broad daylight, and even caught on camera, to me it's honestly crazy that this man is still walking free today. Being a most wanted criminal has allowed the FBI to get a lot more tips and information about this individual, but unfortunately nothing has been able to help them find him. Likely because, like others on this list, he too fled the country to avoid prosecution. Yulan Adonai Archaga Carrales. MS-13 is one of the most violent criminal organizations in the world, active primarily in South America, specifically Honduras, Guatemala, El Salvador, but currently are active in Mexico and the United States as well. Yulan here is the alleged leader of the MS-13 in all of Honduras, making him responsible for a lot of shenanigans, to say the least, such as drug trafficking, human trafficking, extortion, kidnapping, and extreme acts of violence. Yulan specifically is wanted in the US for trafficking multi-ton loads of cocaine into the United States, as well as murder and a laundry list of others. Crazily, Yulan was actually apprehended and charged in court for the murder of 2 Honduras prosecutors, when during his trial, 20 armed men dressed in the same uniforms as the anti-gang unit walk into the court hearing and seconds after unload on the entire room. 4 police officers were killed, and Yulan was once again a free man. The power that these criminal organizations have in South America is honestly scary and strongly rivals the government, although some would argue that the two are intertwined. Although this man is only 5'5" and 160 pounds, he is one of the most powerful and deadly men in Honduras and likely in all of South America. The FBI is willing to offer up to $5 million for information leading to the conviction or arrest of Yulan. Alexis Flores. Alexis is another man from Honduras, although he is even shorter and smaller than the previous entry. He stands at a staggering 5'4" tall and weighs only 130 pounds. But his alleged crime is absolutely sickening. To put it bluntly, Alexis Flores is alleged to have kidnapped and strangled to death a 5-year-old girl in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This young girl was reported missing in July of 2000 and was found a few weeks later, lifeless, in the basement of an abandoned apartment building in August of 2000. Unfortunately, for this crime, there is little to no evidence, and the case went cold for multiple years. The only piece of evidence they had was a strange t-shirt. It wasn't until 7 years later in 2007 when DNA analysis advancements were far enough along where they were successfully able to find a matching DNA sample to someone that they arrested years prior for shoplifting and forgery. They finally had a lead and a perfect DNA match, closely linking this criminal to at least the owner of this t-shirt, which was directly at the crime scene. Although when they found out who this t-shirt belonged to, they had a whole new problem that they had to solve. They knew they had their guy, Alexis Flores, but when searching the database, they also saw that Alexis Flores was no longer in the United States.
No.
Infamous people that have ever been on this list. But I also made a list of some of the most infamous people that have ever been on this list. Dangerous criminals. That list is the US Marshals Most Wanted list, and they currently have 15 extremely dangerous criminals listed on there.
Look at this shit now. What a damn shame. Well, well, well. What do they say? What do the white niggas say, man? The usual fucking suspects. They don't have a single anything else besides nothing but niggas, man. Oh, sorry. Manuel Gonzalez. Sorry. Nothing but niggas. Niggas.
Bajraj Kumar shares a very similar and disturbing similarity to the first entry on this list. Bajraj Kumar and Alejandro both worked at restaurants with their significant others. Bajraj Kumar worked at a Dunkin' Donuts with his wife, and it's at that same Dunkin' Donuts where Bajraj Kumar's wife would pass away. Customers entered this Dunkin' Donuts and called police after realizing that there was no employees at the store whatsoever. And once police entered the store, they checked in the back and found a lifeless employee. This employee being the wife of Bajraj Kumar. Security footage pointed obviously to Bajraj Kumar murdering his wife, as there was footage of both of them stepping in the back room and only Bajraj Kumar leaving the back room before he fled the scene. Bajraj Kumar was last seen taking a taxi from a hotel in New Jersey to a train station in Newark, where he hasn't been seen or heard from since. Hence why the FBI was so eager to put him on this list, as without any information or tips, this man is walking the streets free, and nobody knows that. After doing research for this video, I have two pretty crazy no employees at the store whatsoever. And once police entered the store, they checked in.
He worked with. Bro, what was your angle? Like, the fuck? Look, why? The fuck? Nigga. You telling me you at work with your bitch, right? You at work. Oh, how come you didn't fold the laundry last night? You know we gotta do that shit when we get home anyway. Bitch, I just deal with Mr. Johnson. You always know he come in here on his bullshit when he off his diabetes medicine and we don't have his glazed donut. He about to pass the fuck out. What the fuck is you talking to me about the fucking laundry? Taking it back. And thought he was gonna get away, bro. Nigga. It's crazy because I'm thinking they're gonna have like big and bad ass. No. Them Honduras niggas, they got it, bro. I don't never want to run into them niggas. Never. Everybody else was a bitch. The dual nigga, bro, he'll probably put some bread on my head. Other niggas, bro, they like killing, you kill your girlfriend, fucking Bitcoin stealers. These people are just horrible individuals. I'm thinking like, oh, he robbed and killed 55 people and is still walking today. I mean, that makes me feel a lot better about the FBI list, but then again, it makes me think like, damn, like, are they just picking and choosing who the fuck to put on there? Anyway, cause if you think about it, why the fuck is the FBI worried about? Why the fuck are we worried about Honduras niggas? Like what? Damn. No, wait, where is he? That's a nigga. He killed somebody in Philadelphia. He deserves to be worried about. Fuck. But throat. Okay, cut him off. He deserves to be worried. This nigga, yeah. Him? He dangerous as fuck, but like FBI, like, isn't that like a NATO problem or this nigga? Who is this? Oh, him? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is any nigga to be on here. This is any nigga. Yo, bro, hold on. We gonna play this again because this should have me weak. Bro, this is any nigga to be on this list, bro. Really? Oh, Omar. Please don't come for me. I'm just a nigga watching the video. Come for the nigga. Don't come for me. Let's see. Nigga, look at the fucking camera footage, bro. Where is he? The big nigga. Yeah, Shrek. Why I gotta get out of here? Big ass. That nigga trotted along.
Walking
Nigga
to
is
and
murder
waddling
wolf.
away from the place where he committed this murder.
Damn. That nigga waddled off like the penguin, bro. The big niggas be so dangerous. Dude, even a dude that like the niggas that like killed their girlfriends, like I mean, bro, there's niggas doing like horrible shit. Okay, so like him, did he deserve to be worried about, bro? He's a sicko. I don't know what qualifies you to be on that bitch. Him? Okay, I guess it matters. What should be on to us? Okay. Oh, yeah, he's a serious threat. Him? This nigga not so much because maybe because they don't know where he is. Yeah, yeah, because they don't know where he. Oh, because these people have been so. Oh, it's because they got away so bad. Okay, 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 okay. All you fucking niggas deserve to be on here. Yo, if they come for me, bro, that's fucked up. That's what I'm gonna say. If they come for me, it's fucked up. It's like I'm just looking at that shit. I didn't tell y'all niggas to do this fucking crime. RP to all of the victims in these um fucking crimes. The bitch that took the money, bro, you are the only person I'm like, you know what, bro? Niggas take 4 billion out of our pockets all the time. It was probably so many other niggas that got rich under this woman and they probably just having her fucking fall. So you know what I'm saying? You little slimy, thieving, conniving bitch. You little gold digging bitch. Get your money. And I hope they don't catch you. And I hope some of that money you have finds its way into my bank account. Everybody else can ride. Yeah, there's nobody salvageable, bro. I feel like him. He just like, yeah, man, I didn't do what I didn't do, man. We ain't hating, man. We broke as fuck, man. Yeah, man. The earthquake left us fucking impoverished, man. I feel you, my nigga. Two sides to every coin. I should do more research. I'm an ignorant black man. This is just satire. Good night.